Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ 1170. If you ever want to listen to any past episodes of the show, you want to stream it live, you've got questions for us at the show, you can visit whisselwednesdays.com, WHISSEL Wednesdays.com. So we were just talking Jonah Mechanic, amazing property manager, all over the coast of San Diego. It sounds like they're up in San Clemente now, all the way down to Cabo, Cancun. I think I'd like to go on some business trips with Jonah. But
some good contact right there.
That was awesome stuff. Again, if you want to connect with Jonah, SeaBreezeVacationRentals.com, SeaBreezeVacationRentals.com will get you connected with Jonah. Awesome guy. So what I want to do now is shift gears a little bit, and let's talk about the actual real estate market and some of those coastal communities. So I've got JC Agajanian, one of the top agents at Whissel Realty. I know you live in Point Loma, JC. You know the area well. So what's going on in the market as a whole right now? And then let's dive down into Point Loma specifically.
Sure. So throughout San Diego, I don't think it should be any real big surprise to most of our regular listeners that the market's hot. You know, there's a limited inventory out there, limited supply, and the buyers remain. So things are going up, and it's happening regularly. So,
definitely. Yeah, I was pulling some numbers as far as the market as a whole in San Diego, and what we're seeing, these are the numbers from April. So when we talk about stats are always going to be a little bit delayed. I know we've talked about that on the show before, especially if you're looking at numbers like the number of closed sales or the number or what the average price is, because that stuff's delayed. What you've got to think about is what's happening today here in June isn't going to get reported until summer's long gone. And the reason for that is if a property goes in escrow today, it's typically going to have, a 30 to 45, maybe even a 60-day escrow. So something goes in escrow today, that property might not close until August. And if it closes in August, they're going to wait till August is over to get those numbers. And then they're probably going to report it in like September. So again, we're in June, and what happens today might not get reported till September. So if you focused on what we can refer to as lagging indicators, like the number of homes selling or the median price, you might be 4 to 5 months behind what's actually happening in the market. So the stats that we really want to focus on is what's happening today. How many new homes are coming on the market? And how many of those homes are actually going off the market into escrow? So what we've seen with the most recent numbers is the number of homes going on the market has remained unchanged from a year ago. We typically see around 3,200 homes hit the market every month in San Diego, and that's for detached homes. And we're the same from last year to this year. But what has changed is the number of homes that are going pending or getting an offer accepted, going into escrow. That number's up 14.5%. So you got to look here. If the number of homes going on the market for sale is going or is staying level, but the number of homes going into escrow and off the market is going up, you're going to end up with a shortage of homes for sale. And we're seeing in an average market, we want to see 6 to 8 months worth of homes for sale. Right now, we're seeing less than 3 months worth of homes for sale. So there's a huge shortage of supply, and shortage of supply is what drives prices up.
Exactly. It's even magnified a little bit in the Point Loma Ocean Beach area where we focus on primarily. So you were saying in the county, we're kind of having a standard or staying the same of new properties come on.
Right.
On the peninsula, it's actually going down.
Okay.
Last year in April, we had 40 new listings come on. This year we had 37. That's for Point Loma. It was only 27 in Ocean Beach. So yeah,
not only do you have less going on the market there, but I'm sure you've got more going into escrow.
We do. Yeah, we're looking at about a 3.2 month supply of inventory.
So yeah, I mean, that's crazy. So what's happening out there? I mean, if somebody's, owns a home over there, what does this mean to them, JC?
Well, it depends on what their goals are, first of all, right? But if they're considering moving either out of town or moving up, maybe they got a condo and they're looking to get a house. Maybe they got a house, but they got a growing family, looking to get more space. It's a good time to take advantage of where we're at. Properties are selling. And
they're selling fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, most of the stuff that we're listing right now, if we don't have offers within days, I mean, a week or two tops, we get concerned. In a normal market, it takes 60 to 90 days to get a home sold. But we're in a market right now, we're kind of spoiled. It's more like 6 to 9 days.
Right.
And
it's a little bit longer out on the point because we do have those higher price points.
points.
We've got 880 or so for the average price in Point Loma. In OB, it's like just under 8, about 790. So there's a little longer marketing time with price points up higher, but there's still, almost half this April as it was last April.
Wow.
We're about 47 days in Point Loma.
That's awesome.
Which is short.
Yeah, I mean, that's especially at higher price points. Lower price point stuff churns and burns really quick. Higher price point takes time. Not everybody can afford $1 million,
Fewer
$2 million
buyers.
house.
Exactly.
So it takes a little more time to find that right buyer. So what else is new in Point Loma? I mean, you live down there. Why did you choose to live in Point Loma?
Man, I was kind of spoiled, actually. I was born and raised at the beach, and so from a young age, I always just loved the lifestyle. I started surfing as a kid and just figured I never really made a conscious decision. I just never saw myself away from the coast. So when I came down here for school, I went to SDSU. I never really considered living on campus because it was,
far from the beach.
Yeah, exactly. So I looked at my options. Okay, you take the 8 west, and where do you land? You've got you've got Point Loma, you've got Ocean Beach, you've got Mission Beach, you've got Pacific Beach, and La Jolla. I figured ideally I was going to go for La Jolla, but I couldn't afford it as a young college kid. I had fun, but I wasn't looking for the party lifestyle, so I kind of skipped over PB and Mission and landed in OB and never really left. Just love the point.
So what do you like to do down there?
Man, well, I've got kids now. I'm married. I've got 3 little kids. And one of the things Jonah was talking about with the lagoon up in North County, we have a great feature like that in Kellogg Beach in Point Loma too. So my younger ones are, now hopefully it'll change in the future, but right now they're afraid of the waves. So we go to Kellogg Beach, we can put them on the surfboard and push them, and they'll stand up on it that way. But as long as there's no waves coming at them, they're good.
Okay.
So I hang out at the beach with the kids. I get to go surf the cliffs, surf the pier, just family stuff, living at the beach, just, casual coastal lifestyle is what I love.
Awesome. And again, you're listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ 1170. We're talking with JC Agajanian, the coastal specialist over at Whissel Realty. And so, JC, we were talking that the market is really, really hot right now. Things are moving really, really quick. It's competitive. If you're a buyer and you're looking to buy something right now, a lot of times when a good deal hits the market, it's got multiple offers on it within days of hitting the market. I mean, we've even seen some stuff with offers within hours. So one of the things we want to do for our listeners on Whissel Wednesdays is tell them about stuff before it hits the market. We refer to that as a private sale, or you might hear it referred to as a pocket listing. So I know you've got a pocket listing down off the point that you want to tell the listeners about.
Yeah, we're talking about a block and a half off the cliffs, South OB, almost to right where it opens up and there's no more homes. Just before that, in Sunset Cliffs area, it's it's an older home, but 7,000 square feet lot, huge lot. A lot of those lots have been chopped up at the beach. So this is a nice amount of space, tropical garden. The house is a little older. It's smaller. It's a 2-1, about 900 square feet. But boy, that property is not, no one knows about it. It's someone that I know personally, and they're not ready to put on the market yet, but they're ready to entertain offers. Okay.
And so how many square feet is it and how much?
It's just under 900, and we're thinking, I was just looking at some comparables, and we're thinking about between 850 or so, right around that price, plus or minus.
Okay, very cool. So again, we're talking with JC Agajanian, Whissel Realty. If you want to connect with JC, learn more about this pocket listing that he's got down in Point Loma, give us a call or shoot us a text, 619-663-SELL, 619-663-7355. We're going to head to a break. When we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more with JC about what's going on in the coastal communities here in San Diego. You're listening to Whissel Wednesdays on KCBQ 1170.